Russia-Ukraine war at a glance. Ukraine war briefing. Hypersonic missile targets major Ukrainian airbase. Russian attacks hit civilian cargo ships in Ukrainian ports. Moscow claims capture of Grodivka on way to strategic Pokrovsk. What we know on day 958. See all our Russia-Ukraine war coverage. A Russian hypersonic missile struck the area of Ukraine's major Starokostiantyniv airbase on Monday morning, Kyiv said. The latest strike on Starokostiantyniv in the western Khmelnytskyi region came a day after the Dutch defense minister said the Netherlands would supply Ukraine with more F-16 jets in the coming months. There were no civilian casualties and no damage to critical infrastructure, said Serhiy Tyurin, governor of Khmelnytskyi. 2 Kinzhal missiles were shot down in the Kyiv region overnight into Monday, the Air Force said. Debris came down in 3 Kyiv districts, but no major damage or casualties were reported after air defenses engaged incoming targets, city authorities said. Yurii Ihnat, a Ukrainian Air Force spokesperson, said, despite the fact that it's getting harder, despite Russia's improvements in the use of new tactics, today we have 2 shoot-downs. They are learning from their mistakes and from our mistakes. They are improving their technology so that we are able to shoot down fewer of them. Ukrainian air defenses also shot down 32 Russian drones and a further 37 were lost on military radars, suggesting they had been disabled by electronic warfare, the Air Force said. Kyiv said Russian attacks had killed 3 civilians overnight into Monday, 2 brothers aged 35 and 38 in the eastern region of Sumy and a 61-year-old woman in the southern Kherson region. In the city of Kherson, the governor said a Russian strike had wounded 19 people and damaged an educational facility and various residential buildings. Ukraine also said a Russian attack had killed 1 person and wounded 7, including children aged 2 and 13 in the city of Sloviansk in Donetsk Oblast. Russian forces have entered the outskirts of the eastern Ukraine frontline city of Toretsk, Ukraine's military said late on Monday, less than a week after the fall of the bastion town of Vuhledar. The situation is unstable. Fighting is taking place literally at every entrance to the city. Anastasia Bobovnikova, spokesperson of the operational tactical group Luhansk, told Ukraine's national broadcaster. The Russians have entered the eastern outskirts of the city. There was no immediate comment from the Russian Defense Ministry, which said earlier on Monday that its forces inflicted damage to manpower and equipment near several settlements in the area, including near Toretsk. A Russian ballistic missile hit a Palauan-flagged civilian cargo ship in the port of Odessa on Monday, killing 1 person, said Oleg Kuiper, the head of the Odessa region, in the second such attack in recent days. A 60-year-old Ukrainian, an employee of a private cargo handling company, was killed. 5 other foreign nationals were injured. A Russian missile strike also damaged a civilian St. Kitts and Nevis flagged vessel loaded with corn in the Ukrainian port of Pivdeny on Sunday, Ukraine's Restoration Ministry said. Volodymyr Zelensky said the war was in a very important phase, as the Ukrainian army works hard to hold the bigger Russian forces at bay in the east while also holding ground in Russia's Kursk border region, which it captured 2 months ago. Ukraine needs to put pressure on Russia in the way that's necessary for Russia to realize that the war will gain them nothing, Ukraine's president said. We will continue to apply even greater pressure on Russia, because only through strength can we bring peace closer. Russia's defense ministry claimed the capture.